Hi, I am Jayakumar, Assistant Professor at RMDEC Engineering College. We discussed about the database concepts. Right now, as we informed earlier, I request each and every one of you to come and talk about the importance of database in the latest technologies. Today's the latest technologies are artificial intelligence and big data, cloud computing and cyber security and so on, and virtual reality. Now, I request you to talk about importance of database technologies in those hot areas. So I would like to request each one of you to come and talk about the use of the database in those technologies. Now, first of all, I request him to come and present his preparation on the technologies. Please come.
Good evening everyone, I am Mr. Sai of Computer Science Department. Now the topic that has been discussed is the database management in modern technologies such as artificial intelligence, big data and cloud computing. Now what is database management? Well, for the question, the answer may be generally we are all using the daily data purposes such as we are storing the different of files, different of data in daily work life. For all the data, it can be stored in files also, but in the files it can be irregular and it can't be stored in a particular order such that we can prefer for the later versions. For that, a particular system and management is acquired so that we have to maintain a data in a such a way such that it can be accessed fast and it should be in a ordered and should be in a particular way. So we need a data, we have to manage the system. So to maintain the system, a particular software or any technology or any process is required such the thing made the database management system which makes the data to be arranged in a particular order so that it can be accessed fast and it can be respond fast to the user when they are accessing the data. Nowadays generally we search in the browsers for any information. For any information or data we will search in the browser. We will get the data on the Google or any respective available browsers, but our surfing history also becoming on data such that it can be stored in the browser such as in a name of history. That history has to be maintained in a particular order such that the person has been searched this one at this time and what we are searching for data and the searching also becoming a data. To maintain this much of data that is created by the every user and the person has to be maintained perfectly. In order to get this perfection, we are introduced database management system. Now, the modern technology, artificial intelligence and big data, how the database management is making efficient the artificial intelligence and big data to work. Generally, the artificial intelligence has been created such that do machines think? From that question, the artificial intelligence has been arrived that the machines have to think like the human such that the human get the natural intelligence from the native surroundings or from the atmosphere around them. But the machines can't get. So, to create a machines that are intelligent means to create the missions should be intelligent by artificial way. This can be possible by the humans. So humans introduced the technology artificial intelligence. Nowadays there are so many technologies which work with artificial intelligence such as Alexa, Siri and self-driving cars, etc. These can't work directly without any data. They have to pre-programmed instruction and they have to work along with the given pre-processed directives. So particular data has to be placed in the devices such that they can work efficiently according to, without human interference, they have to work with their own intelligence called artificial intelligence. In this, generally when you consider the self-driving cars, such that self-driving cars, they can drive, but they need the road data and the Google Maps data to go in a particular and safe direction. For that, a huge amount of data and a huge amount of data of roads and traffic and all was given by the user who created them. For them, to maintain the huge amount of data, it can't be easy, such that we need the database management system in that. In the artificial intelligence, the data mining plays a major role such that it has to dig the data available in the all the concepts on the devices that are present now. Since they are making the human life very easy and efficient to work fast. Since the human creates them and they lead us to the work very easily. For example, daily we will search a number of products in Amazon or Flipkart. Since we will search some products and we will came out of the browser. Then wherever we go to or any website we can go, they will be showing notifications that the price has dropped or sudden offers has been come. This and all can be achieved by using the artificial intelligence. Since, for an example, suppose in the for the hospitals there are some medical shops. Those medical shops, there is a particular medicine that is used by during the pregnancy the woman uses them. Since they are calculating from how much time the women are using the medicine, and they are calculating within the 9 months, they are sending the different notifications of hours during the delivery. Since this is possible by artificial intelligence. When come to big data doesn't mean means a lot of data. Since a big data means it is very hard to handle the data for the particular device or particular browser. Hence, this is called big data. Generally, daily we are using so much of data such that in Twitter they are meaning 400 billion tweets per day. Since they are using the TBs of data in the Facebook, such that it is very hard to handle them. Since everyone wants to refer their previous works and the previous data such that they have to be very safe and secure. For this maintenance, a particular database management should be required. Suppose when you consider Gmail, for uploading a file of 120 MB, it is hard. Such that Gmail contains a storage of up to, for every person, in Google it will be storage will be very lot. But for Gmail, it is very hard to handle the 120 MB of file or document to be pasted and to be sent to others. Since for the Gmail, that 120 MB is the big data, such that it doesn't mean that the big data means a lot of amount of data. Hence, for not only for the Gmail, for other things also to handle such things, we are facing the big data problem. Suppose when you have a 128 GB or 32 GB pen drive, it is very feeling hard to be placed a 6 GB file or document. It is showing it can't handle. That handlings means the big data for the pen drive, such that the big data can be handled by the latest technology or software that is called Hadoop. Thank you for the opportunity.
Now, I request the next person to come and present on the data use of database in cloud computing. Please.
Hi friends, my name is Varshit. Now I am going to tell about how database management system is used in cloud computing. First of all, what is meant by database management system? Database. What is database? Daily we will use so much of data for many things. Like we will use data for many things, like producing anything. Database management system it is a process to access data, to store and access data in effective manner. That is called database management system. What is in the cloud computing? We will store many data in our system. Instead of storing in our device, storing data in internet and accessing it is called cloud computing. Nowadays, it is one of the most important technology in the world. Cloud computing helps. Most of the IT companies have changed their servers to cloud computing. Servers depend. Suppose if we are not using a cloud computing system, we will store our data in a server, which is most expensive and which is difficult to handle. But when we use cloud computing, we can depend on the time where there will be a lot of people will use the server, and we can rent the server for money in internet. That means, suppose for example, if you want to store data, suppose let us take example of Flipkart. They will store data in cloud computing. Means if they use the server, means they will store. Means suppose in particular time more number of people will come to access the data. Means at that particular time they should store. They should make that at that time there should be more servers. Means throughout the year they should keep extra servers for that particular time, which is highly expensive, and they should have a particular thing to maintain the data. But when we use only cloud computing, there is no need to store the data. We can rent the data for particular time. We can rent the data, storage space for hours, minutes, and no need to buy more servers. Due to this, which is cost also reduces, and many cost reduces, and no need for a person to maintain it. Cloud computing helps to store data in internet and access. Nowadays, without loading, we are using many cloud computing servers. Like for example, everyone use YouTube, Netflix, and everything. They will store the data in a server, cloud server, which will access through internet. And for example, Amazon is using most of the servers, has changed 90% of servers to cloud computing. So it has become it is the richest company now, because cloud computing is very less cost and very less expensive. So it has become one of the richest countries. And according to surveys, now only what we are using cloud technology is only 20%. In future, by 2030, most of the companies will shift their database to cloud servers, because handling a cloud service database servers is difficult than when compared to cloud servers. Cloud servers can be easily handled, and they are of less expensive. And thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thanks to both of them, they prepared well and they presented. I hope that it will be very useful to all the people. And my request is, each and every person, you prepare something related to what you learn in the class. For example, we are learning database technologies in the class. Then you do some research and learn how the database technologies are applied in the latest technologies. Then only you will become, you will understand the usefulness of our subject. Though our subject looks, why we are studying this subject, whether it is important to our career, that you will not understand while listening to the class. When you go and research and come to know that the database technologies are used everywhere, then you will understand the importance of the subject. Is it correct? Yes. So hereafter I request everyone after the end of the class, each and every class, you do not only database technologies, and for all these subjects to go and do some research and come up with some articles and present in your class. In this way, you not only learn the technologies and also you are improving your communication skill. Definitely those persons, they have put in some effort in preparing the content, right? While preparing the content, they learn the content, and also they practice somewhere. Somehow they practiced. In this way, their communication also improves. So, thank you and all for your patience and listening in this class. Thank you.